You guys have been asking, where are all the big houses for cheap? Figured we finally just show them to you.
Yeah, and of course you guys don't want to be in the middle of nowhere for this. You want to be close to what's important.
And you want to have good schools and all the other stuff, good shopping.
Yeah, of course. This place is going to be close to the major ones. Denton, Alliance, Frisco, just a reasonable drive.
So today we're going to show you two different neighborhoods, and I think you're going to be a little blown away by the affordability. Let's go take a look.
We always get requests for good priced houses close to the city, but not too close. And that's always really difficult to find. But we found it. Welcome to Country Lakes. This place is less than 15 minutes from Denton City Center. You got 3 hospitals nearby, great schools, and affordable housing. And we've got a new name that we are excited to show you as well, Sandlin Homes. These guys build a phenomenal house, really good craftsmanship, and this is the first one we've shown on the house, and this is a really good example of that. So let's go take a look. Now this floor plan was designed for multi-generational families, but it still keeps this grandness that Sandlin is known for, like these 8-foot doors that you're going to see throughout the entire house as we walk through here. So you get this nice big open area that opens up into this 20+ foot ceiling in your living room. Nice kitchen setup, eat-on island here with the black hardware there in the center, accented by the stainless steel in the background. You got the nice modern cabinetry, decorative range hood, pantry over there in the corner. Nothing crazy with that, but you do get a great oversized dining area. So this is nice. They have a smaller table here right now, but I've easily seen people fit 8 to 10 chair setups, which is great if you do have a larger family, which we will show that upstairs here in a minute because they've got a really cool setup in one of the secondary bedrooms that I'm excited to show you guys. But here we have the living room. It's a good size. You've got a full sitting area set up with the fireplace over there in the corner. I do like it there in the corner because it gives a little bit of versatility if you want to set the TV here, or if you want to set it up on like an entertainment center, kind of like they have set up here. Door in the corner. Again, gives you a lot more space to use your wall space. The windows and everything make it nice and bright, which I really like as well. Accents those high ceilings. Laundry room here next to the master bedroom, very convenient. And then we have the master bedroom itself. This one's nice because it's really deep. It gives you plenty of space to walk between your dresser setup, maybe a ready bench or something. A lot of people put those at the end of their beds. This is a king size bed for reference, so that's maybe a 15, 16 foot wide room there. Nothing crazy, but as soon as we walk into the bathroom over here, I do want to say they got the standing tub, really nice setup. Windowsill, which I know that's kind of a weird thing to point out, but some builders don't do that. So to see it is always really nice. Double vanity over here, the framed mirror, great touch. A lot of builders don't do that as well. You've got your water closet here. Unfortunately, not frameless shower glass, but again, this is an inventory home. I actually didn't mention that. So this is a temporary model that Sandlin is using. I'm really glad that they actually have this set up because this gives us an opportunity to showcase their craftsmanship on a spec home as opposed to the model. A lot of times they throw in bells, whistles, upgrades. This, you're seeing exactly what hits the market, whether you customize it or not. But right next to your shower stall here with the sunken mud pan, which looks really nice, you got an oversized master closet here. And now I get to show you guys what they have upstairs. I do want to mention right under the stairs, we walk past a little alcove there. That is your garage, a coat closet, and a secondary bathroom. But let's check upstairs real quick. So I'm glad they have this here. Pool table gives you a good frame of reference. This is a huge loft area, tons of space to move around, even with something as big as a full-size pool table. Got the bistro set, the windows over here, and then they've got this, which I think is really cool. A lot of people will outfit this as a theater, but they have it outfitted as a second living area, which can be really nice. You shut this off, you have a space, maybe your family's staying in town and they want a little bit of privacy, go watch a movie that may be a little bit too adult for the kids. Whatever. It's nice to have a sense of separation even if you're living with people. So nice touch there, but this is what I really want to show you guys. So they've got an extended secondary bedroom. This is awesome because you've got an area designated for your actual bed space here. You got a couple of pieces of furniture kind of showing you how to lay things out, but this is the really interesting part. This extended area over here is really nice because then you can have like an office setup or like this, and maybe you've got multiple people living. I've had a situation where I've had an aunt come to visit and a cousin come to visit, one of which stayed for over 2 months. And so we had to kind of set up a little living area inside one of our secondary bedrooms, which just was not conducive in the tiny house I grew up in. But we made it work, and it's something like this that can really help alleviate a lot of stress when you have extended stay from family, which is going to happen from time to time. You've got a Jack and Jill style bath with a separate vanity. You got your toilet and shower over there. This one's really cool because this side of the Jack and Jill bath actually opens up into the hallway there, but if we take a look over here, it still connects to the bedroom, so keeps things flowing, keeps things connected, and gives you some options so that way people don't need to walk through a bedroom to get into one of the bathrooms. But we do actually have one more bedroom down here at the end of the hall. So this one's slightly larger. This one's probably going to be like a mother-in-law suite or a guest suite setup because this one actually has an ensuite bath all to itself. Again, really nice to have that sense of separation, and it always helps for a bedroom to have an extra bathroom. Everyone likes that. I don't like having to share bathrooms with anyone. People get messy. It's nice to have your own space. Now, these houses sit on 60-foot lots, which is quite a bit of green space for the size of house that you're putting on it. So you're not sacrificing your outdoor space for your inside space either. But if you don't want to spend all day cooped up in your backyard, we're actually going to go take a look at the amenity center they got here, and it's pretty cool, so you're going to want to check it out.
So as far as amenities go, they've got quite a few here actually. So just to my right, they've got a putting green, they've got, I don't know what this is, bocce ball court maybe, I don't know. We've got a pool over here and splash pad for the kiddos. And this is actually one of two pools. So there's one in the earlier phases of this neighborhood. So they're getting close to closing this one out. But and then back behind her, you've got a dog park, you've got an open field. So if you want to come kick a soccer ball around, or you got a playground as well for the little guys. Now, what's interesting about this neighborhood is it's actually in the Denton ISD, which is I think A- rated on niche.com, which is not bad at all. But the next neighborhood we're going to is actually in the Argyle ISD, which is the reason that a lot of people are going there, but you're not going to see as many amenities as what you have here. So there's a little bit of a trade-off, but on both of these, the prices are phenomenal compared to what you're going to find in maybe Salina or even Melissa, or maybe if you want to be out here at Pecan or Harvest. Those are going to be a lot more expensive than what you're going to find here. We're going to discuss all of that at the end of this video, as well as property taxes, all that kind of stuff. But let's head over to that next neighborhood and see what they have to offer. All right, so as we're about to roll out here, we do want to mention Bloomfield does build in this neighborhood as well. They build a very nice product. I would say it's probably pretty comparable to Sandlin. And but we're not going to take you through a tour on that one, just because the next neighborhood we're going to take you on a couple tours by Bloomfield. But we also wanted to mention just how, I guess, convenient this location can be.
Yeah, Denton has really grown a lot since the last time I've been there. It's been a while, but after taking a look around, they've got 3 major hospitals, so that's a really big draw to the area with City of Denton, or Denton City Medical, Arlington City Medical to the south, and then you got the Presbyterian Hospital. They've got a private airport there. Obviously, there's UNT and Texas Women's, so a couple major colleges. And the location is quickly becoming just a really nice hub in the spoke wheel of commerce that seems to be growing all around it.
Yeah, they've got an airport there. There's also a downtown square they've got that's pretty cool. So there's a lot going on, and it's a lot of I don't know, there's a lot of different businesses around here too, is what I've noticed. So just everything from like warehouses to, mom and pop shops, to a little bit of everything. So yeah, but as far as drive times go, you are about 40 minutes or so, depending on traffic, to the DFW airport, 10 minutes to UNT.
Yeah, it's probably 30 minutes to get into Dallas, or Fort Worth downtown.
Yeah, Dallas is a long drive from here if you're going downtown Dallas, but like the Frisco area is about 45, 50 minutes. Just, again, all this depends on traffic. So on a bad day, you can double those numbers.
Yeah, I made the drive the other day, and I was honestly surprised. It goes a lot faster than you think.
Yeah, so anyways, great location, but yeah, let's head out to that next place. If you are looking for a big house without breaking the bank, well, you're in the right spot today. We're in Glenwood Meadows. This is just on the south side of Denton, not too far from the last neighborhood. And as you can see, there's a lot of giant houses here. We're going to take a look at their biggest floor plan, and then after that we're actually going to take you through an inventory home so you can see the difference. But one of the big things that we want to show you on this one is there's going to be 2 master bedrooms, so we're going to show you what that looks like. And then also There's nothing really over the top in this one, but they've done some things in the master bathroom that I think they've done it quite well. So if you're trying to get some ideas of how not to break the bank while making things look really good, this is a good place to do it. Now, as far as the neighborhood goes, not a lot of amenities here. They've got a new bridge that they put in, so you're gonna be really close if you wanna get to UNT or go that direction. And then also, Denton's putting in a bunch of walking trails along the riverside here. So you are gonna have that, but as far as other amenities, you're not gonna have them here. You're not gonna be breaking the bank for them, but let's go check out the house. All right, so coming on in here, immediately to the right, you're gonna have an office, and then you're gonna have a half bathroom as we walk in. And then here you've got your first bedroom with an ensuite bathroom. So if you wanna have a guest room, absolutely a great place to do it. It is on the downstairs level. So, you know, mom or grandma's not having to go upstairs. Now, right over here, they've got a dining room set up. This could be a flex space. You could make it an office. You could make it a playroom for the kids. And then this opens up into your living room. And one of the things I like about this is while it's not giant, it's very tall, so it feels big, but cozy at the same time. If that makes any sense at all. But they've done a nice fireplace all the way up to the ceiling. And this is, if you're wondering, the Bellflower 4. And so on the opposite side here, we've got our open kitchen concept, of course, with beautiful countertops here. These look like they might be marble to me, but they could be quartz, I'm not sure. If you do put marble in a kitchen, well, fun fact, you have to be careful because they will stain easily. So there's different densities when it comes to marble. So that's one thing. If you are picking out marble for a kitchen or a bathroom, that's definitely a question that you should be asking. But anyways, right over here, we've got our breakfast nook. Nice little setup there. And then a giant pantry. So if you're like somebody that likes to stock up for the end of the world, plenty of space to do that here. Of course, you got your built-in oven, microwave, and then we're making our way to our first master bedroom. So of course, you've got these, I don't know, pop-up ceilings, vaulted ceilings, trade ceilings. Not sure what you call them, Jack? Vaulted ceilings. All right, a lot of space here. You've got a nice bench over there across the window. This is probably an upgrade. There's definitely upgrades in here. But this opens up into your master bathroom. And once again, I think they've done a lot of nice things in here. So they've got this textured tile, which like this kind of stone, brick, natural textures are coming into style now. But of course, they've got the really nice countertops here. I love the fact that they took the countertops and they did the sill the same way. I think that's a very sharp look. It's virtually, they're not gonna charge you much more because they're just gonna throw that away anyways. But here in the shower, I thought they did a really nice job with, since this is an oversized shower, instead of just having one kind of accent tile run up, they had two run up and they just took the floor tile, and I think it looks really, really nice. So these are just a couple little things that you can do to really spruce up that master. Of course, you've got your closet here, and the nice thing, this opens up to your copying machine. This doesn't normally come with the house. This is where you would put your washer and dryer. And then over here on this side, we do have some hooks and a little mud bench for when you come in, place to drop all your things. But let's run upstairs and check out the rest of the house. All right, so making our way up here to the landing, we've got another upgrade here. So this is probably just a sheetrock half wall normally, but they've put in a nice banister. I think this is a really nice look. Usually you have the vertical banisters. I think this is a little bit more modern, more up to date. Then over here, this opens up into a second living area. So again, if you are somebody that's gonna be moving with other family members or like multi-generational, this is a great plan for that. So you do have a closet back there. So you've got this big space here, and then of course you've got a couple more bedrooms up here. So you've got a bedroom here, which is a decent size, and then you got like a Jack and Jill bathroom right there, another bedroom, and then your second master. So here, this is a really good sized room as well. So they didn't really skimp. This is probably just a tad narrower than the one on the first floor, but just as deep. And then coming through here, you've got a closet on either side for his and hers, and then a bathroom. Now this isn't over the top, but it is big enough where they've got a soaking tub here and also a walk-in shower. So anyways, if you are looking for something multi-generational, that kind of thing, this could be the floor plan for you. But of course, we're gonna go and show you an inventory home and then talk prices, because one of the big reasons we're here today is the bang for the buck. So stick around, let's go check out that inventory home.
Do you ever hear that one piece of advice that you should take a girl to the pool so you see what she looks like without makeup? Well, when you're going through a model home, it can feel a lot like that. You can't really see the forest for the trees. And so what we want to do is we want to show you guys what we call an inventory home. Now, this is a home that's already pre-built, ready to go, ready to move in, and it may not have a lot of the bells and whistles you see in the model, but it could be a really good way for you to save some money if you're looking to just pick something up that's already done. And if you're looking to build, what we're going to do while we're walking through this is show you guys some cost-effective upgrades that you can make and some things that you may not get your money back on if you do decide to make those changes when you're building. Now, this is a Seabury 2. We're pretty familiar with this. We've had a client build a variation of this in another neighborhood, but it's a really nice house. So actually, one of the first things you're going to see is an upgrade. We got this right here, your front door. Now, this is kind of part of the face of your house. This is really important to a lot of people, but it's not going to add a lot of value to the house itself. It just looks really nice. So this one's definitely going to be something that you're spending money on for you, but hey, miles per gallon, that's all that matters if that's what you're looking for. So one of the other big upgrades you're going to see as soon as you walk into this house, there's not a lot of flair or extra in this area here in the entryway, but what you do notice, this flooring. So one thing a lot of people don't think about whenever they're building a house is that they're going to get builder grade tile throughout basically the whole thing, or carpet, which is a huge letdown if you're looking to build a new home. So this can be a really costly upgrade, but this is definitely something that's going to change not just the aesthetic, but the value of your house as well. Another really big thing that people look towards whenever they're making upgrades, your kitchen, and rightfully so. There's a lot of things you can do to your kitchen that are going to add value to the house because it's kind of the centerpiece of the whole thing. And you can see here, even in this spec, by the way, this is basically very minimal upgrades. I'd say less than 60,000 in upgrades throughout the whole house. They've got probably a level 2 package on their kitchen here, which means like a decorative island here. They've got a specialty granite with a bezel here. The cooktop, the stainless steel, I believe this is actually part of their standard package, but the decorative range hood. Now this is actually something where you will definitely get your money back on because it creates a huge effect for not just the kitchen, but the house itself, is the backsplash. Maybe 200 bucks worth of tile and a little bit of labor, good labor as long as you know how to tile, is gonna put a lot of money into, or a lot of value into the kitchen itself, and not just that, the house, because with these open concept floor plans, you can see it throughout the entire house. You'd be in the living room, look back over your shoulder, you see the kitchen, you want to have a nice little accent piece, backsplash in your kitchen. So this is really good money spent here. This is another really cool thing that you can throw in that's kind of more of a fad, honestly. It depends on how much you enjoy them. This floor plan actually comes with a butler pantry. Some of them are upgrades. This one's going to stay with it. But they didn't do any upgrades on the backsplash or anything like that. So if that's something you're looking at, you may not get your money out of it. Since it is a structural thing, it's going to cost a little bit more. While we're walking past it, I do want to point this out. A lot of people don't think about it, but these banisters are generally upgrades with builders as well. So if you're walking through this house and you like the way the banister looks, and then you go to build your house, you may be in for a bit of a sticker shock whenever you got like $7,500 that you got to add to the cost of your staircase because you don't want a half-wall drywall going up the side of your stairs. But I do really think this adds a lot of value and it's very aesthetically pleasing. But one other thing I do want to point out that a lot of people kind of miss the mark on thinking they're saving money is in the master bathroom here. So everything in here is pretty standard, nothing crazy. The shower pan here, some builders, I believe this one's standard with Bloomfield, but with some builders, you're gonna have an acrylic pan in the bottom of your shower. That looks gross, nobody likes that, get rid of that crap. Put in the mud pan. It's worth the extra $4,500 to $5,000 to get this look. If you can throw it out there, this should be one of the higher priority ones, and it's gonna add a ton of value to your house because looks like this are timeless. There are houses 40, 50 years old that have stuff like this. They still look good. You just swap out the tile if you don't like the way it looks. Another cool thing that you can do after the fact to save you a bunch of money because the builder will charge you out the ears for it is a framed mirror. So if you look over here, they did a good job with this little bezel here, but again, it's just an edged mirror that they stuck onto the wall here. Nothing crazy, looks nice, but it can look a lot better if you go pick up a $200 mirror or a $250 from Home Depot, slap it on here with a nice thick decorative frame on it. It's gonna add a lot of flair to your bathroom, which is already kind of another centerpiece of your house. It's one of the two biggest things that most people upgrade whenever they do make remodels to their house. So right across from the master in this floor plan is actually another bathroom and a bedroom right here, just next to your laundry room, which opens up into your garage. Now this is a 3,500 square foot floor plan, Plenty of square footage upstairs and down, but this is a really nice use of space over here. And a lot of people end up outfitting this extra bedroom right here as an office, which is really convenient since it's right next to the bedroom and it's kind of separated from the rest of the house. So if you got kids and you work from home, it creates a bit of a noise barrier so you don't have to deal with that. I'm a really big fan of Bloomfield because they like to put stuff like this in their homes. For a mid-range build, a lot of times you don't get these kinds of features because this is a lot of glass. It can be expensive and it's really nice to have that openness of a picture window as opposed to these, what do they call them, egress windows that open up. But let's take a look upstairs real quick. It's pretty basic. I will say there aren't any huge upgrades upstairs, but I want to give you guys the rundown because this is a nice little layout. So as soon as you reach the top, you do get a nice sized little loft area over here. It could be a game room, a sitting room, a little theater setup. Typically, you're gonna have that half wall of drywall over here, so it creates a sense of separation. So if you want something like that, it may be a good cost-effective downgrade, I guess, if you will, if you don't want to pay for the extra banisters. But this floor plan over here, they did actually splurge for the theater. So Bloomfield does offer packages that allow for certain structural upgrades like this. So if you need the extra room, or maybe this would be your office or whatever, people use squares for things. This is a really cool upgrade that you can make to your house. Right next to your full bath here, you got a bedroom here, and you're gonna have one more bedroom over here. And this is what I like about this floor plan here, because I grew up in a house with 7 people. And under 2,000 square feet, you bump elbows a lot. So it's nice to have rooms that are separated from each other because, man, I love my sister, but I want to tear her hair out sometimes. And maybe I just need an extra foot or two between my door and hers. So to have them opposed on either end of the hallway like this can be a real boon for kids whenever they're growing up. So having a bedroom, bathroom over here, it's definitely a plus for the kids. All in all, this is a really cool floor plan, like how open it is. Bloomfield, great builder, offers tons of options, and I would say this is probably the most cost-effective use when it comes to upgrades that you see in this house here.
All right, so I know you guys are saying how much are these homes. The spec home that we just took a look at, they are asking $620,000 for it. So that's for about 3,500 square feet.
Yeah,
right?
just over.
So that's a pretty solid deal. If you were to look at a house of that size over in Harvest or Pecan, you're going to be $700,000 to $800,000. If you're in Salina, which is another area that's real popular, you're going to be looking at probably $800,000 to $900,000. Now those are going to have more bells and whistles on them, but it is a big cost difference. Now as far as homes in that community go, you're going to see a lot of them from what, 5 to 700 in
yeah, so they
Glenwood.
float just below 700,000 at the high end, but most of your stuff is going to be in the upper 5s.
Yeah. And then you want to talk about tax rates, HOA?
Yeah, so for Glenwood Meadows, you're looking at about $600 for your HOA, and your tax rate, honestly, was 2.07%, which is like nothing compared to Fort Worth.
Awesome.
Yeah, we pay like 2.4%, so that's great to see.
Yeah, and then on Country Lakes, which is the first neighborhood we were in, where you have more amenities, you got multiple pools, you've got the ponds, you've got ducks.
Yeah, so the HOA is a little bit more, but only like $125 a year more. So you're looking at about $725 annually, but get this, you're gonna save that up on your taxes because you're only paying about 1.93%.
Yeah.
And that's in city limits.
Now, of course, you know, obviously the second one is Argyle ISD, which is a little bit more sought after than the Denton ISD, so that's something to keep in mind. And then apart from that, the prices in Country Lakes start actually in the around $450. But those are going to be smaller homes around 1,800 square feet or so, and then they're going to go up from there. But a good bulk of these are in the $500,000 and $600,000 range. So the one that we looked at, the Sandlin home, is probably somewhere around $560. It could be, you know, depending on the finishes. I know they've got some on the ground that are going to be in the 600s, but overall, when you compare this to other areas for the bigger size houses, you're getting a lot of bang for the buck.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, if you are interested in more videos in this area, we're gonna link to a playlist that's got Pecan, Harvest, all those other areas, and oh, that little known one that was just a little further out than that.
Yep.
I can't think of the name, but it'll be in the playlist. And then, but yeah, as always, if you're looking to buy, if you need to set up a search, we've got links in the description, or if you want to chat with us, links in the description. But as always, if you're looking to buy or sell, remember to keep calm. Call Tom.